very unconventional way.
Just perfect, really. They smoked off B site and just stomped their way on, forced everyone off of that site, and then as soon as they've been able to take it, they said, well, actually, we're quite vulnerable here on B, so why don't we just keep this trainer going? And instead, they get the spike down on A here.
They're just going to go and just, oh my goodness, they fly right through there. Sinatra's going to be dancing around this corner, does not get the shots. They're going to be able to get out of this round here, but Subroza goes right for it, swings, and is going to knock it out of the park. Leaving just 2 players now for Sentinels to be tucked away over here by C6, dealing with a lot of this pressure. The spike is actually going to be right in front, but they're not just going to concern themselves with that, because they know that Sick basically is going to be dead to rights, and they handle that one. So they didn't
2 players set up on the B site for Sentinels, and Shazam's in the perfect spot with the op as well. And this is just a fantastic hold.
Completely stopping that attempt there. Dapper keeping in the camera state too, so gets the tag and now knows that this is going to be happening over yonder by the A site, and they'll just wait this out. The tag there, I just like the cheeky play with the camera. I think that Sean Gears did a brilliant job of just emphasizing the camera use that we're seeing from these players. It's just great that people are always looking to just hang out in those cameras, and it's just an easy retake for Sentinels, which has kind of been their trademark here. And boy, that is a lot of tactical crouching.
Round 3, GB. I said it was going to arrive, but I didn't expect it this early. I'm going to be completely honest.
He was in charge of. Doesn't really work out for him. Shazam located up top heaven. Wardell has an angle on that. So if Shazam does move around, and it is an angle that you're not always going to expect, and that's why Wardell manages to get the kill there against Shazam. And an orbital strike comes in as well, is going to deny Sick an opportunity to make an impact. That's just going to prompt them to have to back away from this one, Sentinels. Going to be so 2 players actually hanging out further back. Subroza is going to be playing this angle by the box, but we'll have the support on the cross. That blaze wall was something that they did last time, and look at this there. He actually goes into it because he didn't really have many options. Now it's going to be open. But Wardell, in a rare instance, doesn't hit the shot though. Drone, 2 kills for him. Cutler does manage to find one of his own, and Wardell flash happened behind him too, but there goes the big flash, and unfortunately for Sick, it's not enough though. 2 kills coming in favor of TSM. They're just just a beautiful smoke isolating them. They'll get this spike down, and Subroza inside of window. He's in the garage like this, right? Like, you know that a player is going to be here to try and hold this area, and Subroza is so comfortable and confident in holding that. Even with 50 HP, he's still going to look to contribute as much as possible, and he does just that. Now knowing where that last player is going to be, the options are severely limited, and then Drone first came out. Everyone like, yeah, I'm just sure he's okay for a few of them. Oh, but now Sinatra, man, he's just defied logic in this game. Also, though, Subroza has actually been unbelievable on Phoenix. Unfortunately for him, though, the constantly amazing Shazam does manage to connect with that kill. Sinatra, he's just wait this one out now. Is him and Dapper going to make their way up?
Revealing area.
Camera's not really going to give him what he's looking for, but they're just clear across the other side. They're going in for a flank, and Sinatra's playing this one out. So this is interesting because Sinatra's now exposed himself, but that's a weakened Cutler, and he sticks it and he gets it. Have a tough job ahead of him with no utility, no Molly to try and deny that. With that kill, though, will manage to get that orbital strike, but oh my, he doesn't even need it because his Phantom's an orbital strike. Great stuff.
Can't even hear myself think over the amount of shooting onto bodies right now. And I think this is going to be a demonstration of what is going to be coming, because these teams hate each other. I'm gonna put it out there. I mean, I love a good old-fashioned rivalry.
You have 2 players located inside, and there goes another camera. An orbital strike now is coming through here, but Psalms, he fries them. Fries, hazed, and drone. Spike's still not down yet. Cutler needs to work along this with Wardell. He's trying to see if he can get some kind of intel from that camera. And there goes the neural theft. So now this will give them something to work with, and Wardell, watching this connector from the defender side, is going to be able to secure himself one. Just look at that blaze wall too. from up top and down low. It just slows him down. It doesn't allow him to corner plant as well. They just have no options, but Wardell's going to have blades out. He's doing this by himself, and a brilliant job there from Sentinels to just keep themselves in here. But I do think, though, that they have to be mindful of this, too. A few kills starting to come online for both teams, keeping this one as even as this matchup can possibly be. And sick with the delay. There goes the Hunter's Fury, just as I said. Not a shocker. And there, he's just going to hold this one out, and he goes in for another one. Can't get the third one because he waited too long, so now he has to go in for the challenge. So they played it very well, but the problem is that he is not going to be able to get there in time because Shazam was looking right down the barrel, giving themselves new openings and new peaks.
You know what's funny is just seeing these Cypher cameras just being used consistently at A, because both teams worried about the amount of A presence because there's been so many fights at A so far. But Smokes will go down to try and defend this C push.
Great angle for Zoms. hazed had a lot to worry about when he was coming onto the site there, so Zoms getting a few of those kills is nice, but here comes... Oh!
There is going to be presence shown at both sides of the map, though.
They're running double op and Odin, man. That is ridiculous. And Subroza, I think he wanted to pop Blaze Wall there. It looked like that was the animation that the Phoenix was doing. So Shazam just Blade Storm backs away. He'll just get out of dodge and not worry too much about that one. Meanwhile, over at the B side, guess who's going to be waiting for them? It's Odin. And a few of those shots are actually going to go through. He could play the corners and get a few of those kills there, but you know, at the end of the day, right, the way that they just charge into this and sick with reckless abandon, and he has that confidence.
I think it's going to be a plant into B this time, just while showing presence in the A link.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of space there because they were just waiting to see if the commitment came in, but they full sent it, so now they're able to get that spike down. Look out for hazed, though. He's lingering out on the outside. They're going to need to worry about this mid player here in a moment. A molly to clear that cubby is going to be very important, considering people will hang out there. A few smokes to give them some block. If he gets his kill, that would be big, but there goes Shazam again, and the round is over in a blink of an eye. As Sentinels
Ares or an Odin, when you know it's Sinatra that has it in hand, like the way he plays this and the way he utilizes it alongside the Sova is magnificent.
They're going to bully their way onto B site. No one's there to really stop them. Some players will be coming in from the flank, but Dapper's there to handle some business. Drone from the distance where the shorty gets a kill. But this round is basically a wrap here. And here we go, but Wardell, so he didn't die, and I'm sure that, you know, had he gotten the kill, maybe this round actually turns out a little bit differently, though. Now Zoms does try to equal the odds, and there goes Sinatra. So while it wasn't going to be Wardell, did manage to get his man. Wardell still with this op on the high ground here. That's going to be a close spike plant toward hell.
Yeah, just planting it right in the corner so you can't get sprayed down from heaven. Ensuring that angle is not going to be comfortable.
So he jumps over the trap wire. And he's just running for this. So they now have to pay attention to him because he managed to get here, which caused a distraction. And they follow up from it. hazed gets on site. He's checking all the corners there. There was just too many angles, too much business to group up. But Wardell, wise to it, does move. Two players are going to be stuck on the site here. Cutler does what he can with that Sheriff. And Shazam from outside. Now, be careful about that flank, Shazam. That will be something that could be a really bad day for you if you're not too careful, but you'll be playing the cubby, and he's anticipating this, so it's basically just going to be hazed walking right into the scope. Right now, we're going to see this retake for TSM, maybe, but Orbital Strike slows down that plant. Now hazed being mindful of this, but there was going to be a cross from Sinatra. 2 kills for him. Only going to leave just Drone alive, and Shazam, he had the moment, but will spam through. Does a sizable amount of damage to those players. Everyone's going to be tagged up and weakened because of that. There goes the shot start from Drone, and it lands on Shazam. A perfect lineup. They're going to reattempt to go for this again, which a spike gets down, but now it's just up to Sinatra. 49 HP, but it ain't going to matter. And TSM managed to hold on in this one, Gaskin. It's possible they can come back. It's not out very aggressive up top. So he's holding this, and they're worried about Wardell, right? Because he's watching the lane.
Well, that's a spike.
But if they come through, and the spike's down too, which makes it even worse. But once they push that, Color's right there. He waits for one, and now he can just continue to play this angle. Big tag up there for Sinatra. He dances around that, makes it into a 2v2. They do manage to regain the spike again. The issue is that, yeah, they're going to be very weak. And Subroza, he's waiting right by the attacker side in an off angle that you're just not going to expect. You're not going to expect this. Subroza wins that one. 2 kills for him, and that is, they'll now march on to the A site. Spike is going to go down. I think we are going to see a shock dart land, and that is going to hurt a lot of members of Sentinels. Dapper, though, does manage to pick up a kill. Looking up top, that player in heaven could be a problem. Spike is down, though, despite that shock dart coming in at a great moment and applying some pressure. Now things are actually just going to slow down a little bit here as Cutler's playing from inside the connector. They do manage to get the tag on 2, but where is going to be that third player? Where is Dom? They swing for this one, and Wardell, this is it. It boils down to Wardell, and there you have it, folks. Sentinels managed to pick up